Welcome to my podcast this week. My name is Barbara Radzivikas and I'm the Bondi Crafter. In this episode, we'll have a look at my Yale cardigan coming on very nicely. I finished one sleeve and ready to cast on the second one, but my shoulder's pain. It's been a couple of days and I'm going to continue with another knitting this. A lot of exciting things. I'm just going out now and we're going to take some video of, not sure what, we'll have a look. Maybe go to the beach, I think, and have a coffee and do some knitting there in the sun. I think I need some rays. There's a lot of things to look at. John's finished a couple of puzzles. It's very fast. I've got some new acquisitions. I've purchased a couple of patterns, been to the wool shop, got a few skeins of wool, a few balls of wool. Sales are on. It's excellent. So, yeah, you can also find me on Instagram at Hexagon Quilts. I love making quilts. I am shortly going to do a short video on hand quilting in my lab. Not this episode, maybe next. And also from last week, I was making economy blocks. I've sent them off and I've received mine, so I'll show those also. They are beautiful. I've received 8 black and whites, new black and whites for my quilt. I hope to do my quilt by the end of the year, a nice black and white economy block quilt. I haven't made one of those before. So let's see how we go with this one. My Yale cardigan is coming along. I thought I'd have a chat about it because it's making my arm ache, which is really weird. I've never had a shoulder ache before. But anyway, this is where I'm up to. And I've got one sleeve done. I have made some modifications, and these are the modifications I think are interesting. In the sleeve pattern, which I've just done, most people I've seen have got six of these going down, and I've only got 4, and it fits my whole arm. I don't know what, I knitted on the right size needles, the right size wool. I just don't know what happened. Can anyone tell me what's happened? that's one of the things. So I made it shorter. When I was looking at it, I decided I didn't want a long sleeve and I didn't want a wide sleeve at the bottom. So I still have a bell-shaped sleeve at the bottom. It's not a really defined bell shape, but you can see what I mean. I ran out of colours, or I just couldn't find the colours I'd used in the body. This is the body, and this is the sleeve. So this is how they match up. I actually much prefer the sleeve, although I do like the body too. And it doesn't really bother me as long as both sleeves are the same, otherwise I look a bit funny. Yeah, so sleeves. That's what it is. I'll insert some photos of me modelling on my cardigan with one sleeve. Also, I've got a something that's been bothering me since I've got a long way up on it actually. My bottom of my cardigan is curling. I don't know why. Is it because I've used a thinner, oh, I don't see how I could have used a thinner. I used Spindrift yarn, but it's curling. I've done some a moss stitch border. Let's see how it curls up. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the same as my bell-shaped sleeve, and I'm going to modify it. So I'm not going to pull it apart, and I'm not going to undo the bottom of the hem, but I'm going to cast on the stitches that I've already made for the cardigan. I know how many stitches exactly. I'll cast those on the cardigan. I'll knit, let's say 2 inches, and I'll fold it over, and so it'll have a double hem. I think that's the way I'm going to go. See how that goes. I've done my steeking. I did my sticks wider than suggested. I think the suggestion was 2 stitches each side of the stick. I did 5 just to be safe. I'm a Virgo, what can I say? So yeah, and I've marked and kept the pins in on the sleeve, so I know how to exactly get the sleeve the same as the other one. I think the sleeve might have been knitted flat also, but I just cast mine on, and the cardigan I made in the medium size, knitted in the medium size, the body part, and the sleeves I did in the large size because I want the top of my arms a bit bigger than the bottom part of my arm in proportion. So that's what it looks like. It's quite a nice shape, I think. It's an even curve. I think in the pattern there wasn't so much decreasing, but I wanted it like that, and I like the bottom part of it a bit narrower, so that's how it's going to look. I've already decided on the tape that I'm going to use for the covering the steeking just on the body part. 1 sleeve to go, and that will be it. But when? This much has taken me since, I think I've been doing this for about 6 or 7 weeks. I know some people it takes longer, some people maybe shorter. But you know, once you get started, and this is my mammoth project for the year, I want to get it finished. But I'm going to wait until my arm feels a bit better. That's my cardigan. Marie Wallens designed it. I have done the modification, so it's not exactly the same as Marie's, and neither are the colours. But I think it's lovely. So I can't wait to wear it, and I'm not making buttonholes on it either. I'm going to have a brooch. I've got a nice collection of brooches, so I'll have a brooch closure. This is my other work in progress. I've done the ribbing with two colours, stranded ribbing, and then I really like using the plain side for vests. That's also in the pattern. This is a beautiful Japanese wool Noro. So I've done the back. No, I'm up to the armholes with the back. This is how far I've gotten with that. That's the back. And I've done the front. The front is a V-neck, like my brown one that I just done. It's so pretty. So it's got a pretty big V-neck. Same ribbing at the bottom. And because I'm using the plain side of the knitting, they're going to be wheat that I will wool embroider at the top. So this is a very fast knit because the wool is thick, and I am using my bamboo needles, which I love, for this sort of wool. They're just ordinary needles, you know, and they work just as well. Actually, I really like them because they're smooth and perfect. This is my acquisitions for the week. Went to the wool shop and got this beautiful wool. I've got 4 balls of it. It is Rowan Kid Classic. So beautiful and soft. It is 70% wool and 22% mohair, 8% polymer. I hope that adds up to the right amount. It could or it couldn't. I also got a cardigan pattern. It's got a nice design in it on something that's called a Roman stitch. So, hoping to get into that. Looks like a nice pattern by the Good Yarn. Darn Good Yarn. Oh no, by Emily Anderson. So, yeah, that's another thing I got. And I thought I'd show this. This is just a plain little case, but inside I keep my tape measure, the ribbon that I'm going to put on my yell cardigan. Such a good idea, I reckon. Anyway, I'm going to use that for that. And these are the squares that I got this week as a return from my swap. I'll show them individually. These squares are the squares that I got back from the swap that I was doing last week. Remember, I was string piecing economy blocks, and 2 of my friends sent these, Lynn and Sandy. Lynn made the cats. I'm collecting black and whites, cats and dogs. Sandy sent these ones. Got 8 back, and another one from Lynn. But aren't they beautiful? It's going to make a lovely quilt. This is my lunch today. Oh, yummy. It's on a crisp bread of some sort, a round one as big as my plate, which is a little plate, with salad on top, cheese, hard cheese, beetroot, tomato, and cucumber with salt and pepper. Looks so delicious. This is my acquisition for this week. It is beautiful. It is so beautiful. These roses, I'm going to make a dress out of it. I think the Fen dress, I really like it. It suits me very well. And the fabric's called Mini Snow Roses. I got it from Tessuti in Sydney, and it's 100% linen and digitally printed, so it is so gorgeous. 135 centimeters wide. That's what it looks like. It is so fabulous, fabulously gorgeous. Can't wait to sew this one up. This is a gorgeous puzzle John has just finished. I bought this in Los Angeles at the Disney shop at the airport, LAX. It must be about 15 years ago. I was just on my way home. And it's such a beautiful puzzle. Each piece has a little picture in it. It's just beautiful. There's Pocahontas and the ostriches. These eyes. There's Pooh. A little calendar. Right to the corners. I just think this is a lovely puzzle. Mickey Mouse. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous puzzle. This is the second puzzle John did this week. It's Top Gear puzzle. He found it. Well, someone gifted it to him. It was at the bottom of our stairs, free. And he loves puzzles, so he brought it home. And he finished it. It's 1,000 pieces. And there are so many things that you have to find, and it's like find Wally. That's the things that you have to find in it. And it's so cute. It's in Vietnam. I remember seeing this episode of Top Gear where they rode motorbikes around Vietnam. So interesting, and so much visual information in this. There's an aeroplane. Beautiful architecture. There's one of the things that you have to find. Spam in the turret. And a boat. I think those boats are called junks. I don't know if they're still called junks. Maybe there's a different name for them now. But anyway, this is a beautiful puzzle. John, have you got anything to say about it?
That's one of the things you've got to find. Yeah, the dynamite.
Dynamite?
Yeah.
There is a dog somewhere.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. Too high.
Yeah, there's a dog. Oh, there's a girl in a bikini. Yeah, so great puzzle.
There's a sting.
And there's a sting. Yeah, lucky find. Nice gift. It's a Queen's birthday long weekend here in Australia, and we are off to Flower Power to have a look. We just want to have a look. It's so fun. So love long weekends. We're at the flower garden place. It's Flower Power. I just bought a little cactus for my car. But the cactus and succulents are looking very nice. Good time to be out shopping at the flower shop. Yep, there's all the succulents over there. This looks more like me. Indoor plants. Terrariums. Handbags. Look at the pigs. Beautiful little orchids. I think I might get a terrarium. Beautiful big plants. Let's have a look in here. Even little doggies. Now this is what I like. Look at the bus. I just have to get a bus. Oh, and cats.
Right.
Changed my mind. This is what I'm going to get. What's it called? It is a
Black white lion.
Thank you, John. This is the foliage section for indoor plants. They're beautiful. Jacqueline Salem, I know you like going gardening, and this would be a perfect place for you to come and visit. I'm in Australia. Take a trip down under. Beautiful little plants. Oh, this feels very rainforesty. Bamboo, palms, ferns, a helicopter. Beautiful ferns. My grandfather grew ferns and stuff in his greenhouse. Love the birds' nests. They remind me of him. And Monsterio. And look at this beautiful fern in this big pot. It's just beautiful. I should get a job at a place like this. I love it. Outdoor trees. Look at that. Imagine to a hedge and all the foliage is on top.
Yeah, fig tree.
Things you can do with a ficus. These plants are beautiful for hedging. Need a fair bit of land, but it's beautiful. And camellias and things. This is so lovely. This is one of my favourite plants in the whole world. Mariah. It's like jasmine. It grows into a big tree, and when it's going to rain, it flowers. And the perfume is just so beautiful. In my other house, I had just a white garden with some blue flowers, but the white flowers were so beautiful and perfumed. And my favourite white flower is an angel's trumpet. Most of my favourite plants are poisonous, but I'm not going to eat them, and nobody was going to eat them. We trained the children, you don't eat plants, and that was it. You know, just a beautiful white garden of poisonous plants. Scout shop. Candles, fake plants, beautiful things, indoor plants. Gardening equipment, shoes for gardening, all this different sort of stuff. I'm looking for white oil for my indoor plants. This is Little Bay at La Perouse, Sydney. Hear the ocean. Botany Bay. And that's Sydney Airport over there. It's winter here in Sydney and there are guys out surfing. Look at those rocks. That's Bear Island. I imagine it's bare because there's nothing on it. And if a bridge going over to it. This looks like a cave. Look at these big rocks. So beautiful. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Me signing off. Bye.